Cootes Paradise, Prologue. Willie Rankin grabbed his coat and headed for the door. Once outside, he grabbed a crappy broken paddle leaning against his makeshift home and made his way to the water's edge. He had a canoe, if you could call it that. Like everything he owned, it had seen better days. But it floated, more or less, unless you stayed out too long. Right now, he didn't care. He pushed the boat free, dipped his paddle, pulled hard, and left his world behind. He turned and looked back at the ramshackle houses and buildings that dotted the shore of Cootes Paradise. His home, his friends. And now, the city had come along and told them all they had to get out. Who the hell were they to tell them to leave? Rich bastards in their fancy houses and fancy cars and soft jobs in banks and the like. He paddled faster, heading nowhere in particular. He just needed to clear his head. He didn't know what his family would do, what he would do. He had no plan, because despite the ultimatum, the threats had come before. Most folks figured it was just a lot of hot air, like always. He didn't share their opinion. Willie knew, this time, they were serious. The stakes had gotten higher. He paddled on, seething. And despite his lack of education, he knew something else, too. Someone was going to pay for this. Cootes Paradise, a Hamilton Spectator and TheSpec.com serial podcast.